Today the world is in serious trouble. We see difficulties all over the planet, problems between people, fighting and strife and war and all kinds of calamity. What I'd like to share with you today is that all of those calamities and wars and strife and all the conflict is mostly due to the lies that the church has been telling for about 17 to 1900 years. The first lie is they tell us that God is a male somewhere up in the sky and God is really angry. That is not the truth. Jesus taught that God is not up in the sky, but the divine is within us. He said the kingdom of heaven is within. Jesus taught that we are part of the divine. We are not separate from the source of our life. The second lie that the church tells is that we're separated from each other. They set the example by judging other people, condemning other people, just causing all kinds of strife and fighting. Nobody is as good as them because of the beliefs they have in their head. I say to you, we are not separated from each other. If the divine is in you, and it is, and in me, then the divine is within all of us together, and we are not separated. All we have to do is own that and live that truth. The third lie is that the church tells us we're separated from the planet. This is our Mother Earth, as they call it. This is the planet that the divine created. We are not separate from the life that's all around us. The birds in the trees, the animals in the woods, we are not separate if we just learn to understand that all life comes from the same source. The divine is within all of creation and above and beyond all of it at the very same time. So the church teaches those three lies, but there's a fourth one, probably the worst one of all. And that is that we are separate from ourselves. The way they teach that is, you're bad, you're wicked, you're lost, and God's going to punish you, and you ought to be ashamed, and you are to be blamed for everything, all the mistakes you've ever made. I want to say again, Jesus did not teach that. There's no such thing as sin, because sin comes from men who need to control, men who need to create their theology to control the people around them. So that's how they do it. If they can get people to believe the lies and judge themselves and condemn themselves, then people are separated from their own self and they don't see their own beauty. So I want to tell you that sin is not the problem. The church has mislabeled our activities that we call mistakes. They've labeled it as sin and condemned us for it. There is no such thing as that, because we all make mistakes. In fact, the most beautiful way that we can learn is by making a mistake, understanding the mistake we've made, and then learning from it. So there is no judgment, there is no condemnation, and you do not have to believe those lies any longer. The only reason they want to make us believe the lie is so they can get control, and then they say to us, you believe what we say or else. I say, or else what? If I don't do what you say, then I'm going to understand the truth that you don't want me to understand. And the truth is we make mistakes, yes, and we need to celebrate our mistakes because we're learning together, helping each other along the path. All of our paths are different. All of our paths are going the same place, but we take different routes to get there. So the next time you hear a preacher condemn someone, or you, the next time the church lies come up in your mind, I want to say to you, you can tell them to go jump in the lake because they are not true. Check out the other places on my website, the articles, the books, and you will find all the support you need to be you and celebrate all that you are.